Hi, and welcome to Geno's Takes for NCAA Friday. Can't believe we're so far into November. Haven't pointed out that's Manti Te'o over my shoulder. Because I want to forget we haven't. We'll talk about Notre Dame in a moment. Let's get right to it. First pick, Friday night. The formerly undefeated and still nationally ranked and deservedly so Temple Owls travel to Texas to face the SMU Mustangs. Wow, what can you say about these two teams? They couldn't be more polar and opposite if Joseph Randall played for them, but he doesn't. He doesn't play for the Cowboys either. Guy's batshit crazy. All right. Let's talk about why. You have the Temple Owls defense, who is nationally ranked top 10, absolutely amazing. And they really showed it Halloween night against Notre Dame, because despite the fact that they were outgained by nearly 200 yards, they were winning this game. Well, they were in this game for 55 of 60 minutes because they constantly came up with clutch defensive plays, and they even picked off their Kaiser, whatever his name is in Notre Dame, twice. So they're very clutch. Meanwhile, you have the SMU Mustangs defense, which is actually one of the worst in the nation. Do you know they're allowing an average of 5.6 yards on every rush? You know what they're allowing on third down? There is no such thing as third down for the Mustangs, because on the first two carries, you're giving up 11.2 yards. They're terrible. But and you know what that's going to translate into? Temple is going to pull a jihad on them. That's right. Their running back, Jihad Thomas, who got bottled up in Notre Dame and is chomping at the bit to remind you how good he is only 96 yards short of 1,000. Well, when he goes against this Mustangs team by halftime, he'll be 96 yards short of 2,000 pretty much. So I'm saying run the Temple? Maybe. But what about the other polar opposite? You've got the Temple offense that struggles behind quarterback P.J. Walker, as evidenced by the fact that unlike their defense, which is very clutch, he is not. He never got a big play when he needed one, and even that touchdown late was a gift after that weird, ticky, I hate that word, helmet-to-helmet contact call, and then, of course, Jihad ran one in. So what about the Mustangs offense? Pretty good, because they have 9 returning guys from last year, and they've gone from averaging 11 points and 269 yards a game to this year averaging 30 points and nearly 400 yards a game. So take the Mustangs? No, because it's fitting that they're called the Mustangs, because they're like that racehorse that busts out of the gate in one of the horse races and then by the end just runs out of gas. It's what they always do. Take the Temple Owls in this one. All right, now let's do our late one. Now we travel to my nemesis, Utah, although we finally got a cover with the Aggies last week with the over, where the BYU Cougars, coming off a bye week, travel to San Jose to face the Spartans, who are also coming off a bye week. And they're laying double digits to these Spartans. But here's the thing. The Spartans always play the Cougars well. And before you say, yeah, Gene, that doesn't matter because NCAA rosters change from year to year. Yeah, maybe you want to check that with the Toledo Rockets and the NYU Huskies, who made them their bitch again. We were on that. Thank you very much. So here's the thing. The bye week, I think, benefits a rushing offense, which is what you have in San Jose State. They have a workhorse running back in a kid named Tyler Urban. He's a senior, and they've been putting him to work in his final year. In his last game, a win against New Mexico 2 weeks ago, he carried 36 times for 263 yards. So he's going to love having that week off. The rest will do him well. And if you're looking at BYU and say, Gene, they've only lost twice to UCLA and Michigan, you're using the wrong preposition. They lost twice at UCLA and at Michigan, and they've only played 3 road games. The opener against Nebraska was their third, which they squeaked by 33 to 28. So if you combine their 3 road games, you know what their average score is? They're losing by an average score of 31 to 14. And their last loss was a shutout to Michigan. They haven't scored a point on the road, are you ready for this? Since September 19th. Which brings us to our Cougar Joke of the Week, because that's what it's like with Cougars. They look much better under their home lighting. But once you get them back to your place, things get ugly fast. Isn't it great? Are you enjoying yourself as much as I am? I hope so. Take the underdog San Jose Spartans and the points you're getting.